Hello, my name is Minecraft Phenom08, and this is episode 29 of my 1 Billion Iron Ingot challenge in Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to do a few things to get myself ready to build a fusion reactor from the mod Mekanism, so let's get started. So right now, I am in my iron ingot production facility that I built in the last two episodes, and the reason I am here is because I need the hydrogen and the oxygen to produce some HDPE so that I can build a solar neutron activator so that I can make polonium, and that is required for the fusion reactor. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I need to do to make the HDPE, which is the first step of this process here. So let's take a look at that. And this is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need HDPE sheets, and to get those we need the pellets, and to get pellets we need a few things. We need oxygen and ethylene. To make the substrate you actually need hydrogen and water, and that will actually produce the substrate and the ethylene. So to get the biofuel, which is the starting process for this, we are going to use saplings in a crusher to make biofuel. And so I'm actually going to make saplings through the phytogenic isolator here. So let's go ahead and set this up. I have energy conduit under here. So let's go ahead and start with that. So let's grab some universal cable. Let's do this, and we are going to put the phytogenic isolator right here. So what we're going to do with this is I do need to add some upgrades. First off, I'm going to use the resonant integral components, which will basically speed this up. And then I will use the cyclical processing upgrade, along with two of the flux linkage amplifiers. Now, I need to grab some saplings, and I don't have, and I can't spell apparently. So let's go ahead and use oak saplings. Let's go ahead and just fill this thing up. This does need water, and I completely forgot about that, but that should not be a big deal. I can just grab the water from over here, and we need the ultimate mechanical pipe for that. So let's go ahead and run this over here. I will need water for some of the other processes as well. So let's just insert this on the top for right now, and we'll drop this down and run it like so. And I do need to set that up to be an input, and this should run, it's not going to run super fast, but it should run okay. So the phytogenic isolator will actually only give me a 10% chance at oak saplings, and that is the thing I need. The apples and actually, you know what, I don't want to use oak saplings because I don't want apples. That just complicates things. So let's actually use the acacia plants. I'm just going to put one in here, and we're going to have the output be to the right. And actually I might need to adjust that. For right now, let's just have the output be to the right. So let's take a look at this and make sure that I'm not going to get any secondary byproduct or third byproducts. So obviously the wood I'm going to just store, or I could delete, or whatever. And then the acacia saplings are the things that we need, and we actually can use those to make the biofuel. So we should get some spares, and we got our first spare, so that's cool. And we're gonna send this stuff. First off, let's actually reroute this, because I do need to change this up just a little bit, because I'm going to need a block right there. So let's grab the ultimate universal cable. Let's place that right there. Let's grab some stone, make that look nice and tidy, because what we're gonna do is we're going to use some logistical transporter here. And actually, can I have this advanced black hole unit facing up? No, I can't, but I don't think that's a super big deal. Let's actually place this right here if we can. And I do want this to be auto output. So I do want the acacia logs to go into here. And then the rest of it, the saplings, I want to, oh shoot, I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I need that back. Let's go ahead and let's grab the configurator, and let's set this up to be output. And that is actually not what I wanted to go in there. So let me grab those. Okay, so now we have the acacia logs in there. They will just stay in there for eternity, and that will pile up. But the saplings will move on over to a crusher. And let's go ahead and set up that crusher real fast. So I do need, once again, to grab my energy here. So let's do that, and then the crusher is going to be right here. So this system doesn't need to be run super fast, so I have the basic tier crusher. I do need to set this up to be input from the left, and then we are going to output to the right. So I don't think the crusher makes anything other than the biomass, and then that biomass needs to go to an enrichment chamber. So let's go ahead and plop this down. I believe that's... I guess I could go ahead and speed these up. So let's go ahead and turn this to be input on the left, output to the right, automatic output. Will this make two separate things or not? Okay, so do we have all this set up correctly? I might have the wrong machine here. In fact, I'm sure I have the wrong machine here. Let's also give this energy. So I think it's actually the pressurized reaction chamber. Let me double check this. HDPE. So to make the substrate, we have the pressurized reaction chamber, and we'll need hydrogen, water, and the biofuel. So yeah, pressurized reaction chamber needs to go right here. I think I just have everything kind of in reverse, to be honest. So let's go ahead and put the first pressurized reaction chamber right here. And we do need to give this hydrogen and water. So the water is obviously going to be easy enough. We can do that from the top side like that. And then the hydrogen can be from the front side here with the ultimate pressurized cables, or not cables, but ultimate pressurized tubes. So let's just run this straight up. And then we'll run this across the top of the room right here. And then we'll run it right here. So I might need to grab my configurator, and I don't because it actually connected to the right tubing. There's a chance there that it was going to connect up to the oxygen tube instead. So now we should have hydrogen coming in here and the water, and so we should get substrate and ethylene. So the ethylene needs to be sent to a rotary condensator. And actually, I'm going to need to output things at the back, I think. So let me go ahead and dig this out. So let me think real fast how we're going to do this. I think the basic chemical tank can be put right here. And actually, I might want a better chemical tank than this, but for right now, I think it'll do. So what we have ethylene in gas form coming out of this, and if we take a look at the gases, it is output to the right, and that is what we want to see. So the ethylene is coming into here, and actually we can have this set to be dumping excess is actually the setting we want this to be on, and I accidentally dumped some of my ethylene, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're going to have the item output out the back here, so we do need this have this output. The right is input, and as far as items go, the back is output, and we do need that to be auto eject on. Actually, I probably don't need that to be auto eject on, to be honest. So the next thing we're going to do is have some logistical cable to kind of teleport this. We do not want that to be connected up. And actually, just because I like things to look nice, I'm actually going to have this run like that. That way I can cover this up with stone. So we're going to have, once again, this be... I don't actually think I need to do that, but I did it anyways. So let's go ahead and put stone here. Actually, I can't reach now. So let's do the ultimate logistical transporter first, and that'll need to be right here. Stone to make this look nice again. And then this will need to come out to, let's see here, substrate. Actually, that doesn't need to come out right here. It needs to come out right here, actually. Because I need to do something with the ethylene. And I have the wrong thing there. Oh my goodness. So let me grab the right ultimate logistical transporter here. And actually, I'm not sure that I can have this be auto output. Can I do that? I can have auto eject on, and so let's go ahead and set everything up to be input except for the right side is going to be the output. Auto eject is already on, so I do need to send that to a rotary condensator. And okay, so that rotary condensator is obviously not empty, so let me make one real fast. That should be a problem. And then this one can go in the trash. There we go. Okay, so this one should be correct, and it is in the right mode. I do need to give it power, though, so let's go ahead and do that. And I need ultimate universal cable for that. And then let's go ahead and block up the rest of this. So we're getting the liquid ethylene here, and that will need to be output to the right side automatically, and that will need to go into a pressurized reaction chamber. So that should be good. We should be getting the substrate in the back, I believe. I might need to set that. I probably need to set that up, is why it's not working. So let's see. We have the substrate in. We have the liquid ethylene. And the reason why I have this tank here in dump mode is because I believe that this system right here that produces the substrate and the ethylene from this pressurized reaction chamber actually will produce more ethylene than it will substrate. And so I do need a mechanism to release the extra ethylene. So that's why that is there. Otherwise, I could just kind of put the rotary concentrator here and then have the pressurized reaction chamber here and not have a tank at all. So now I need to get this oxygen, I believe. So let me grab some ultimate pressurized tube, and we will do that right here. And we'll just run this across the top of the room like so. And we have our oxygen right here. So there we go. And this should produce... it's not doing anything yet. Do we have anything in here? Or do I have the wrong recipe? So, ethylene, oxygen, liquid ethylene, oxygen, substrate equals HDPE pellet. Why is that not working? It might need more power. I'm really hoping that that is the problem for right now. So let's give it might need more power to, yes, it just needed more power. So that was kind of dumb on my part. So it actually produces oxygen as a byproduct. It uses more oxygen than it produces. So what we can do is on the gases config here is we can have this be set to input and output. Currently there should always be room in this pipe to accept more oxygen. So yeah, our oxygen is good. So this tank won't fill up or anything. And then for the items, we'll have output be to the right. And the output needs to be to an enrichment chamber right here. And let's go ahead and not forget to give it energy. And then, yeah, this will be pretty much done. So this will produce the HDPE sheets. And for that, let's go ahead and set up some storage for that. So let's grab a black hole unit of some sort. We don't need the Supreme Black Hole unit. We'll never produce anywhere near this amount of items there. So yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. The auto output is already on. So let's go ahead and block this up. And I do want to connect this to a storage bus. That way my ME system has access to it. So let's grab a storage bus. We do have plenty. Let's get rid of some things that we don't need right now. And then we do need some covered cable. So let's grab that. And we are going to tell this to only accept the HDPE sheets. We are going to set this to negative priority. And that is because, or so that my ME system doesn't try to input items into that. And then we will simply run this over and connect it to my ME system like so. So that's cool. So the next thing I need to do is let's go ahead and actually grab one of these sheets out of here because my ME system won't have access to this just yet. So let's grab a couple of those. Let's throw them in my ME system. And then let's tell my ME system to make one of these guys right here. And I needed the one HDPE sheet to make a solar neutron activator. And this will help me produce polonium. So let's grab that. Let's, actually I might need some of that other stuff. So let's just keep that. So this system should run continuously pretty much. Obviously it's going to be a little bit slow because I won't get a whole lot of extra acacia saplings, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. It will be running all the time, so yeah, should be all right. So let's come out here and let's go ahead and go into the nuclear reactor building here and set some of this, or set this solar neutron activator up. So I do need to go to my waste chamber, which is back here. So I'm actually going to reroute all of my nuclear waste to the solar neutron activator. I do need to figure out where exactly I'm going to put it. So for right now, oh, there's a hole there. Let's see if we can't go straight up from here. I kind of think I should be able to. No, apparently not. So let me do a little digging here and see how far I need to go out to actually, okay, find a place where we can come up. So the solar neutron activator I'm going to place right here. It will only work during the daytime, obviously, because it's solar powered. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut away and I'm going to go and I'm going to sleep, and then I will be right back to set up the rest of the system. Okay, so I'm back and it is daytime. So what I need to do is I actually need to give this waste. So let's go ahead and set that up real fast. Let's do a little digging here. And does this have, this is not particularly sighted. I think the output needs to come out of this front right here. And I think the input can be in the bottom. So let's go ahead and work on that premise real fast. So let's, okay, so we need to be at level 58. And let me see, how can I route this? This is actually slightly tricky. Can I just go up, actually? I might be able to just go up from there. I should be able to just go up from there, actually. So let's work on that premise that we can just go up from there. I do need to be careful not to break any of the piping I already have, because that is all just nuclear waste. And if I were to break that pipe with nuclear waste in it, it would cause issues. So let's run this over. And we should be able to run it in right here. So this pipe doesn't have anything in it. I did want to double check that. There are zombies, and you know what? I don't know where they're at. They're not threatening me, so I'm just going to turn them off for right now. Let's also grab concrete blocks here to kind of fill this in. And actually, I want to run this up right here. And then we can have the concrete blocks here, run plumbing here. Okay, so that solar neutron activator should be getting waste at this point. So let's go ahead and fill this in and make it look neat again. And then let's run out here. Let's make sure that it's actually working, and it is. We're getting the polonium there. So what I want to do now is I want to grab my configurator. I need to make sure that it's not in wrench mode, and I do want to disconnect this. We have plenty of plutonium at this point. That is more than I'm probably ever going to need. So from here on out, I'm just going to be producing polonium. So I actually do need some more ultimate pressurized tube. So let's grab some more of that, and let's get rid of some stuff for right now. Now what I need to do with this polonium, and actually I'm not 100% sure what I need to do with this. I think, yeah, I need to send it to a pressurized reaction chamber with water and fluorite, which is actually what I have here. I could go ahead and just use this system and just move this. That's actually what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to build a new pressurized reaction chamber. So let's do that. Actually, so there's one thing. I'm actually not going to do that, because if I break this machine, I think it should keep its inventory, but the thing is, I don't know that for a fact, and if it doesn't keep its inventory, this plutonium here will release into the air, and that would make for a bad time. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set this up. Let's do it over here, and I should have energy in the ground here. So I'm actually going to get another ultimate crushing factory as well. So let's go ahead and set up this pressurized reaction chamber. Okay, so I have water input, and I have the waste input. The waste input can be from the top. The water input can be from the back, and I have the water system for this pressurized reaction chamber kind of hidden in the wall. So let's kind of expose that real fast so that I can actually get to it. Yeah, so that's cool. And let's grab the ultimate mechanical pipe here. Let's run that water And I should be able to do that. That works just fine. So this will go into the back of the ultimate pressurized reaction chamber here. We do need energy on the bottom, so let's do that. So we're getting water. We need the waste from... I can do that from above, I think I said, so that should not be a problem. And we need some of the ultimate pressurized tube for that. And let's kind of make another path here because I do need... I think I'm going to have this run down. Okay, so we have the polonium in that pipe, so that's cool. Oh, I need this right here. And then let's go ahead and fill the rest of this with sand. Actually, once I have this piping in place. So I do need to have a space in between these. So sand, sand. Okay, so that looks okay. And then let's go, I think, over 2 spaces. And then out somewhere right here. Oh, right here rather, sorry. Okay, so that should work pretty well. So let's grab the ultimate pressurized tube and run this cabling. As well as kind of filling this in as well. Okay, so I think that should be okay. And then actually what I want to do is I want to make this look nice because you will be able to see some of this from the outside. So let's grab the concrete and kind of fill this in as much as I can. So yeah, that'll be there. Let's just temporarily place that so I can stand on it. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to see that anyways. That was dumb. And then this right here. So there we go. That looks a little better. It doesn't look perfect, but you know, whatever. Actually, I can go ahead and kind of do the same thing over here. With that sand and then that sand. Okay, so that's as good as it's going to look. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I, once again, need to be super careful not to break any of this. And let's reorganize things real fast. And now let's... I'm almost done with this. It's taking a little longer than it probably should have, to be honest, but that's okay. And actually, I don't have enough concrete to just make all of that concrete. Actually, I might have. Whatever. Was there a torch on that wall? There was probably a torch on that wall. So let's put that torch back, and then we do need an ultimate crushing factory. And actually, it doesn't need to be ultimate, but just because I'm going to build it as the ultimate crushing factory. And that shouldn't take more than just a minute to make. Okay, maybe more than I thought, but that's okay. Should be done anytime now. There it is. So let's place this right here. So what we need to do here is we need to have an output be on the right as well. This can be input on the left, output to the right, auto eject on. Sorry about that. I don't need to speed it up or anything. And we have the polonium in here. We have the fluorite dust in here now. And now we are producing the usable polonium as well as nuclear waste. So I do need to get the nuclear waste out to this pipe right here. So I think I'm going to do that out the side here. So let me gases output on the right side, so that's cool. And then I can grab the ultimate pressurized tube. And you know what? Let's just kind of run it through the wall here if we can. Oh, well, that's no fun. So this should work out pretty well. I do want to get rid of some of these and replace them with concrete. So I actually need more concrete, unfortunately. So let's grab that. Let's get concrete where we need it. And you know what? Just so monsters don't spawn, let's go ahead and fill all of this in as well. And then let's do these. So I think I should be able to take this pressurized tube and kind of just run it over. And let's fill in what we can with concrete. And that should connect up, and that waste should be expelled, so that's cool. Oh, that's kind of a bummer that you can see through there. So let's go ahead and correct some of these blocks, or make them concrete just to make that look a little better. And once again, I need to be super careful here not to get rid of any of this tubing. Okay, so I think that's as nice as it's going to look. I just basically just want to see concrete when I see look through there. It's not totally necessary. So the items, I do need this to be output at the front, input on the left, because those items are going to be stored in an advanced black hole unit here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think that is going to be a good wrapping up point for today's episode. So let's grab that black hole unit. I am going to need a storage bus and some cabling. So I think I have the output set up correctly to the front, and there that is. We do need the storage bus. I should have access to plenty of channels here, so that shouldn't be an issue. So let's set that there and set it up to only accept the polonium pellets, give it a negative priority, and then I actually need the blue variant of the covered gable. So yeah, I should have enough channels for that, so that should hook up. So at some point my ME system should have access to that. One downside about this system is that over every night nuclear waste will pile up in my ultimate pressurized tubes. However, my ultimate pressurized tubes can hold like a lot of nuclear waste, so it's not going to be a problem. Just when the morning comes, that solar neutron activator will be able to process everything. It should be able to catch up. So I think that is a good wrapping up point for today's episode. So in today's episode, I set up this system to produce polonium pellets. I will need that to produce any of the fusion, or basically all of the fusion stuff here. As you can see, I'm going to need a lot of these polonium pellets, and this system should give them to me. And to build this system, I actually had to set up a system to produce the HDPE sheets, and I did that in my my new iron processing facility over here. So that is that system is set up right here. Sorry if the frames are stuttering real bad. It seems like that's a thing right now. But yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot of those, but I'm getting enough, I believe, that the system should prove its worth. So anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. And if you enjoy watching automation in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.